slow sometimes. But anyways, y'all, welcome back to my video, part 2. So we're just basically gonna get into my video. So in all, I probably had about 8 piercings. I say 9 or 10 if we including ear piercings, but whatever. Yeah, I have pierced ears, of course, but that's not included in the 8 I was telling y'all before. I do have a funny story about my ear piercings though. I was young, but I don't know. It's rare that I remember stuff from my childhood. I don't know why. I mean, I had an awesome childhood, but it's just like certain stuff I remember just cause. But anyways, I got my ears pierced, right? So the very first time I got my ears pierced, this lady, she did it. And she was so into my dad. Like, she was just paying way too much attention to my dad. I guess she was like infatuated by him, or whatever the case may be, that she was not really fully paying attention to my ears. So you know how they mark your ears? She marked them, made sure they were even or whatever. So as she pierced this one, I remember it hurt, of course, but it didn't hurt as bad as this side did. So she pierced it, and then she went to do this one, and she was just like paying my dad so much attention that she was not paying attention. So the gun slipped as she was going to like pierce it, and it pierced too low. So now I have a hole that I literally can like put an earring in. I don't wear an earring in it, but for some reason it doesn't close. Like, it's just once out of blue moon, and I've had this for like years, this piercing for years. Once in a blue moon, I'll put an earring in it just to see like if it's still a hole, and it is. It's a working hole. It's just all the way at the bottom of my earlobe, y'all. It's so down at the bottom, and I'm gonna try and take a picture to insert it in the video, but it's so far at the bottom, like she should have been slapped. Like, that's just ridiculous. But I just remember my mama going off because like, you had no business like sitting there paying attention to some grown man here with his kids and his wife, that you slipped and pierced my ear hole wrong. So yeah, that was just like the worst experience I ever had with a piercing, y'all. It was just, I just remember hollering loud. Like, I just remember hollering so loud because it hurt so bad. Like, it was too low for it even to be pierced. So that was like the worst experience I ever had with a piercing. I still remember that to this day, and I guess because it hurt so bad, that that's the only reason why I really remember it. Make sure these people pierce y'all kids' ears right. Got me in pain for nothing. You ain't even doing your job. Okay, so after that, I do have my second hole pierced, but I rarely ever wear earrings in it. I don't know how long it's been since I even put an earring in it, so I don't know if that's open either. I may try it later. Who knows? I'm not really going to go in the order that I got these done because I really don't remember, but I am going to try to keep them in the order that I got them done. So the very first piercing that I got after all that, you know, years down the line, I started doing my own thing in life, I would say would have to be, I got my back pierced, and I'm going to insert a picture as well. I got my back dimples pierced. I'm not even going to flex. That was like another one of those moments that made me hot, like my body temperature hot, because it was kind of like, you know, she literally had to cut into the skin and insert these little dermals into my back. So I'm not gonna say it's not something I probably wouldn't do again, because I really did love it. It was just a lot to keep up. 2 little piercings in your back. And at like during the time at work, I had to do like a lot of squatting and lifting and, you know, stuff like that, and it's just hard to maintain that when you got on jeans and a belt that keeps rubbing up against it. And I remember I had the worst experience with these when I first got them, because, you know, when you first get something, you're not really used to having it, so it's like you're still living your day-to-day life, and you're doing the things you want to do, but you have to adjust to a certain extent because you have something different done to your body. So at the time, I was with my ex that I was with for a long time, but that's for another time, another story video or whatever. At the time, we were sexually active, of course, and I just remember like my piercings got caught to his shirt, you guys, y'all, and he's panicking because he's stuck to my piercings, and I'm trying to tell him like, don't move. So basically, it got, long story short, y'all, it got caught to his shirt, and he yanked because he was panicking so bad that it kind of like pulled it out. Y'all, it was terrible. So I just ended up having to take it out, and then the other one I basically had to rip out myself because I was not gonna walk around with one side pierce. It just wasn't happening. So yeah, that I would say the pain tolerance on that probably was like an 8. Because again, like I said, they had to cut into your skin. They tell you to breathe in, breathe out, and then, you know, they do it or whatever. But yeah, that was a pretty bad experience for me. I'm not even gonna flex. I do want one in the future in the middle of my back when I get my whole back tattooed. That's another thing I like plan on doing. That's probably something I would get again, just because I really liked how it looked. It's just the timing was kind of crazy for me. Next piercing I probably would say that I got was the piercing that I had of, well, my belly button was the very first piercing that I got. I forgot to tell you about that, but majority everybody has a belly button piercing. The pain tolerance on that was not high at all. Everybody does that as probably their first piercing. Then the next one after that, well, after my back piercing, was the piercing on my side, and I'm also going to insert a picture of that as well. This one didn't hurt me too bad. I just remember the lady again telling me to breathe in, breathe out, and then stuck it in one side and out the other. So yeah, I do have trouble with this piercing sometimes, simply for the fact that it's so low to where like my pants meet, and again at work I wear belts and stuff, so it just kind of rubs up against it, and sometimes it does swell up or whatever because it's irritated. But for the most part, I just clean it and then it goes back. So I've had this piercing for ever since 2013. So that's a long time to have a piercing. My back piercings I got in 2013 as well. They probably lasted for all of a year and a half, possibly 2. I'm not sure. Yeah, they didn't last that quite long for me. So I paid like, yeah, I paid $120 to have my back pierced, and I didn't even keep it for a long time. Like, who does that? I was blowing money back then, y'all. I was blowing money. So my next piercing after that was probably, I forgot what it's called, but I had this pierced, and I'm going to insert pictures of that as well so y'all can tell me what the name of that is, or I'm probably going to look it up after this video is over. But yeah, I had this pierced right here as well, and that probably lasted me all up until probably like 3 years. I say probably 3 years. Yeah. But it just became overwhelming for me because it's one of those things that either doesn't heal or it takes entirely too long to heal because of where it's at, and it just used to get caught to my hair and stuff. So I just eventually took it out and was just like, bump it. I think I had it for 2 years because I moved to Texas in 2015, and I remember taking it out in Texas. So yeah, correction, I had that for 2 years, and I really loved it, but it was just too much to deal with, like entirely too much to deal with. And I got this in 2014 as well. And as you can see, I still have it. I just put a ring in it instead of having like a diamond or whatever. But this one was pretty quick, so I wouldn't say the pain tolerance on this one was high. But again, to each his own. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes I forget it's there. I need to change this ring, but this is another one I really love. I got a dermal in my wrist. I don't keep a diamond in it because I've changed the diamond in it so many times, y'all. I've changed it so many times. I paid the people that did it like 3 different times to put a diamond in it, and I lost all of them. I'm assuming they were too big and they just kind of like unscrew themselves. But y'all, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, I cannot keep a diamond in this thing to save my life. And then I bought a whole pack of diamonds, and I lost probably all of them except for like one. But I still can't even find the package to even put it in there if I wanted to. So yeah, if you're interested in this piercing, I would probably say to keep the original, as tedious as it sounds, because the original diamond that comes in there is so teeny. And there are, you know, other good looking ones that you probably want to be tempted to try out, but I would really recommend that if you're gonna get it, you know, just keep the original one or find one exactly like it, because I promise you guys, I've changed this thing so many times, it's just now to the point where I don't even put nothing in it, which is bad because I got my wrist pierced with nothing in it. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, and I think I paid like $30 for this, I believe. And I remember I was gonna get it taken out because I kept like losing the thing, and the people were trying to tell me $60, y'all. $60 just to take this thing out my wrist. So I was like, you know what, I might as well keep it. Whatever. This is probably my most favorite piercing, and I either want one here or here. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want right there. I really want that, but I'm kind of scared because I don't want them to, like, you know. I don't want them to mess nothing up, y'all. So that's what kind of got me shook as far as not doing that one. One other piercing I do have is my tatas, and I've had that for a while. They don't bother me. I wouldn't say that's a bad experience. I say them piercing the second one hurts worse than the first one because you're thinking about the pain on the second one. So I would probably say for me, this probably was like a 5. Like, it was mild pain to me. Like, it didn't bother me at all. I don't know, but I really love them. I've had these for years. Like, I've probably had these since, like, I've had these for a while, y'all. I don't even know how long I've had these. It's been so long since I got these. Me and my cousin actually went to get these together, and she took hers out a while ago, but I still had mine for so long. I had so many piercings, y'all, it just doesn't even bother me. So I don't even know what to tell y'all, but I do want to appreciate you guys for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button right now. What are you doing? And watch my other videos, y'all. But anyways, again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to me. Also follow me on all my social media platforms. They'll be in the description box below, and stay tuned for a future giveaway I'm trying to do on my YouTube channel. Any of you girls and possibly males, I'm trying to give y'all something too. Interested in that, please let me know down below if that's something you'll be looking forward to. Peace.